Alright, so hey guys, welcome back to episode number 5 of Need for Speed Pro Street. Um, Actually I recorded this episode, but there's like a lot of shit that went wrong with it. The gameplay was like freezing and lagging quite a lot in it. Kind of stopped near the end of the video, but was lagging away, and the microphone kind of sounded like robot-y, if that makes sense. And I completely forgot to even record my webcam. So that's why you'll notice that I'm already in a race day, which we're kind of actually doing kind of alright on, apart from the drag race. But let's see, we did the drift, did a drag when we messed up now, so we're just going to do a group one. And this is one where the car is actually provided for us, so that's not too bad. So we'll just get straight into this one. I think the last one was the first time we did drifting, I think, because I was just looking through it there for like all the cutscenes and stuff that's in it. So yeah, that's that. I also have a comment too on one of my last ones, well not one of these, but one of my YouTube live videos, saying that I was putting music quite loud in a lot of the videos, so hope I'll try and fix that obviously too for this video. But yeah. Right, plenty of NOS anyway, so that's kind of good. Brakes are probably shit in this one. I don't know if we'd put the highest engine upgrade in this car, but we have like the third highest in the NOS, cause I'm pretty sure the highest one you can do is 4, and we have like 3. Well, we have 2 now because we used one, but we started with 3. Yeah, I feel like we have put the highest engine mod in this. Now this will not always be our grip car. Probably go for something like all-wheel drive, like the one of the Evos or something like that. Eventually. I don't even know if actually I even have any of them unlocked yet. Could be a good idea to maybe buy one of them. Now, there was one of these race days that was going to give us like 50 grand. I can't remember if we did it in the episode that what was meant to be this episode, or if we did it in the last episode, so I might try and redo that now. I was supposed to do it off camera, but I might try and redo it after this one if we have enough time. If not this episode, next episode maybe. We should have enough to do it this episode. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, I thought for a second I wasn't recording face cam, but I am. So, actually I'm checking that, make sure everyone else is recording. Yep. So the way I record my videos, I have to like record 3 things, because I record the gameplay separate, the webcam separate, and then the microphone separate, just so that I can actually like adjust levels a lot better when I'm editing them. So it's easier to actually adjust them while editing instead of, you know, if it's all recording through say OBS or whatever. Just makes it that bit easier. Jeez, this car is quick. Don't think it was this quick, but it is. Okay, 2.5 grand, not so bad. 2.5 grand is not actually that bad for one race. Now I know we've got to do like 3 dominates. We have to dominate 3 times, I think. So keep an eye out for that. Stage 3 suspension for the RX-7. I want to continue because I know we have to do some domination. So can we dominate with 2 races? Maybe. Because I don't think we've got any points for the drift one. Oh, we did. Don't know if we will, but we'll try it anyway. You never know. And we'll do it with a damaged car. Probably not the best of idea, but oh well, what can you do? May as well just try it anyway. After this race day 2, we'll get that suspension package on our RX-7 as well. Probably should repair my car action for doing this. Feels like it's kind of pulling a bit too. the side, but hopefully we'll be alright. Cool, we've done that one easy enough anyway. Crashed there a wee bit too. Pass him, try and get there a little bit quicker. One lap going. Second lap. There's 3 laps, that's not too bad. The car was sharp enough out of track, so shouldn't be too bad. Now, I probably can't wait to see this, but what day was it? What day was yesterday? Saturday. Saturday's pro shoot video was kind of a bit long, unfortunately. I've lost one of them sectors, so that's a bit of a problem. I don't think it matters as long as I have the highest amount of points, but hopefully we can try and get it back again. Which one is it? Oh, that's the first one of the lap. It's that one where we're going around that big corner. So, just get the NOS on there. Get there a little bit quicker. Oh, we just got it, I think. Just about got it. Okay, good. Didn't slow down enough there. Beat that sector as well, that's good. Definitely better brakes in this car, that's for sure. Try and get that after this race day as well, because we'll probably need it for the next race day, depending on how much money we make. That's the last lap too, nice one. Beat the last sector as well. That's good. $2,400 again for this. Although I know it's not really that much, but it all adds up. The further up to you get in the game, the more money you make for each race as well, which is good. We may just get it. We may have to retry the drag one, which is fine. But let's see. What's he got? 8,000. That's the highest record in this. What do we need? 6. It's possible. Can we repair our car first? Yeah, let's repair the vehicle here first. Repair using the marker. How many markers do we have? 8. I don't know what the other ones are. I have 11 of the other ones, whatever they're supposed to be. Right, let's try this anyway. Hopefully we can dominate so we don't have to redo the whole thing again. 423 horsepower we've got in this car. It's not so bad. That's more than a stock Supra. Obviously that's carrying stock, but still. We'll just probably have to try and use the NOS on all the straights, I think. I'm trying to think what's the best straight. Probably the one on the left hand side there, the track. Probably my best option. Shit. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah, probably here's the best option for using an NOS. I think the further ahead we are, the more points we're going to get. I'm not 100% sure. Hoping that's kind of how it works, so we can just try and get as far ahead as possible. That's probably the best option. Best lap 10 minutes, that's good. Geez, I am quite far ahead actually. I'm ahead by 24 seconds. Might try and do a couple more different racing games with stories on them, but I need to find more games that have stories. Like most games that like are racing games have stories, or Need for Speed pretty much. So maybe when we complete this, we might go for something different. I want to do Undercover because I've actually done that before as well. I don't remember the story. I remember the end, kind of. But I'm not going to say that just in case I do. I want to keep it for if we do a video on it. I'm going to use a lot of repair markers for this car, I think. Well, then again, at least until I get brakes for it. Brakes and tyres is what it needs because it is meant to be a grippy car, so maybe tyres even would do the job? I don't know. We'll see what money we have and we'll maybe try and get more control for them. I'm almost sure I would have done one of them already because of the fact that we need a good brake system on the car because we also have to corner and stuff like that. 106 is my best time. Wonder can I do a little bit better? As long as I don't crash at all, it'll be. He says that nearly does, doesn't he? Just gotta fly through it now, pretty much. Shit. Didn't brake early enough, or didn't turn early enough, I don't think either. I'll do. It's still on, so that's the main thing. 30 minutes through the video first. No, not 13 minutes through the video already, and we're still not past the first race day. Well, we technically have, but I wanted to dominate it because of that. More money. You also get to choose one of these. League race day. Let's just repair all our cars. And then we'll go and put in whatever upgrade we will. We unlocked the suspension, I think, for RX-7. So now we've got more events unlocked, which is always good. So let's see. Oh, we only need one more dominate, but we still need like 3 more wins. So let's go to the garage here real quick. Let's customize this. Oh, we've got 80 grand. Jeez. Didn't realise we had that much. Well, we've got no power mods done to this. Might as well, seeing as we have a free suspension. Oh, it's a stage 3 as well, that's good. Stage 3. What about performance wise? Because, do you know what I think? Because there's a lot that doesn't actually include drifting in it, we'll just focus on our grip and our drag. Oh, we have the Super. I thought we had to still buy the Super. Let's see, custom upgrade. Now, I'm pretty sure we've got our engine. Oh, we don't even have the engine fully upgraded. Jeez, that's unusual for me. Right, we'll do engine and we'll do tires probably. Can we also do? I want to do drivetrain because it usually helps. No, we can't get fully on that. We have NOS. I think with stage 2 NOS. We'll leave it at stage 2 NOS. Let's see. Brakes really aren't necessary in this car, so we'll go on. We'll put the brakes on the Z. I think we don't want to do brakes. Wait, we have brakes. So tires in, I'm guessing. That's what we're going to need. Yeah, tires. That's pretty. I can't afford it. Stage 3. I want to go with these ones. Okay. Hopefully that will help us a little bit. Now, what I might do is do a bit of visuals for this. I want to just check too. We didn't do any real performance things, did we? Nope. The thing we have is the suspension, which was free anyway. No brakes or nothing even. Tires. We have NOS, do we? No, we don't even have NOS. Jeez. We just need to kind of hope that the suspension is going to help us just a little bit. No, we don't really need to do this. I'm just doing this because it's free. I don't want to laugh at it anyway. I'd say about. Wait, there's maximum, so we'll go about there. So we should make an even number. We'll go 50. Bring that up a bit. Nah, don't really like. 50% that one as well. Looks good enough to me. That's what I do. I don't really like them kind of events, to be quite honest. Bring that there. Can't even do the skirt. Now what I want to actually see, what's the wide body kit like in this? Not a fan, really. 15 grand though for a wide body kit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be doing that. Okay, let's go and do more racing. Let's see. Where was that? Did we do the 50 grand one? There was one that was going to give us like 50 grand for winning it. Where are we? Okay, we're over here actually. So it must have been. I'm sure it was one of the ones up the top, or maybe it was one of the ones down the bottom. Did we do the one that was giving us 50 grand? Or was this a way back? Or maybe it was actually down. Yeah, it was this one. See, this one's got a lot of drifting in it though.
Everything changes.
Fuck it. We should be fine. I hope we're fine anyway. I mean, we actually did good. I know I did this already, but we did good in drifting with this, and hopefully the suspension will help us just that little bit more. So we should be fine for grip because, like, I mean, points to win 24,000, points to dominate 48,000. Best score was 25,000, but I don't think I even want to finish it. So I'm just going to get rid of all the drift ones first. Should have actually tuned it to bring down the ride height a little bit as well. 257 horsepower should be enough to drift, like, really. Does feel a lot better drifting actually, with just the suspension rods. Could be better all the same. Still though, nearly 3,000 points first run. Not so bad. Want to see if I can hit the 3,000 maybe. I know there's a bit there where a bit of the track there where we're a bit too wide, so maybe that was probably where we lost it. The car still looks really high. Maybe not so much in the front, but fuck. Got that first corner kinda bad. Oh, I made the 3000 in there. Funny, I crashed this one and I made 3000. I made more points, that's weird. Must have just got some better angle somewhere. Got second last. Well, that big corner, I think I could have swung in kind of a bit wide. Maybe that was what helped. There's only one Lexus there, I just saw there now, well, the name of it, but I'm actually going to have a look at it as well after this. I want to see if it would be worthwhile buying. Shit. Didn't do that good with that one, am I? Still though, pretty sure we won. There we go, nice one. I know that when I did this in my previous career, there was let's see now, where is it? This big round one here. I got like 6,000 on it, but like I was able to drift like around it instead of actually having to turn. I think that was just one of the better power that I had that time. Should be safe enough to do this anyway, even with our damage. That's not actually a bad looking car. This is the one that I don't really like that much. I think it's a little bit awkward at the start. That's slightly better. Not that much though. Ah, not too bad actually. 2.6 thousand. Could be worse, I suppose. This episode might get a little bit long just because I want to finish off this whole race day in this episode. So yeah, I mean, you'll know anyway. I'm looking at the clock still out here. Kinda messed up a good bit there. Oh well, it's actually not doing too bad. We got 2k, yeah. As long as you get like above 2k, I think I'm safe enough really. Yeah, it seems to be. The highest anyone's ever got is like 1.6, so I think I'll be fine. Because I've got like 2.6 as well, like that's over 1,000 points more, I think. Let's see with that. So I was going to go too close to that wall there, but apparently not. Still getting points even though it was on the grass. Okay. I think that was actually better than the very first one, was it? Yeah, that was the best one apparently. Don't think I was really that great myself, but you know, does the job. Geez, we're actually quite close to actually just winning this already. But I mean, we want to dominate it because I want that 50 grand. Yes, should be safe enough. This is only usually like big enough points, but we'll just have to see. Fuck, I'm doing shit this one. Yeah, you're probably right with the speed, you know. We can make up for it next race. I mean, last time I did this I got like fucking 4,000 and don't know how I didn't even get 1,000 this time. I could just hadn't the speed. There, that seems a lot better. Much better. Good. Just somehow managed to fuck up the first one. I think it was at the start there too, kinda turned in a bit too early as well. This one's not as good as the last one. It'll do though, because we still passed it alright, so that's all that matters. So maybe we might try and get a bit more power out of this car. I'll probably just do... maybe even just NOS may help actually, because... I don't know. Well, there's 25 grand now, so that'll get us probably NOS for this, at least. Let's continue this because we want to dominate this one too. Right, so how many more points do we need? Points to dominate. 23,000. So we should be fine, as long as we don't wreck up our car too much. This is kind of why I want to have like a spare grip car, spare drift car, spare drag car, that kind of thing. I don't think we would be too really need to drag car that much because there's not really a big chance of you crashing if you actually pay attention to what you're doing. It's a 5-minute race, by the way. So yeah, this is definitely over a half hour now. Well, it's supposed to be a 5-minute race, and whether it is or not, I don't know. But that was like a full right hand turn now, but it wasn't. More chicane type job. I'll probably end up with like a supercar as my main grip car eventually. Probably supercar 2 is my drag car, who knows. Depends when and if we can get it unlocked and much it is and stuff like that. There again too, the higher you get up to, the more money you make too from dominations and just normal races in general as well, so that's a good thing. There's a possibility too that we could have made $100 grand just from doing this race as well, because I know it's 50 grand to dominate, plus we just got the 25 grand for winning, plus all the money we got from like each race as well. And then if we get any like bonuses as well, that would be spin thing that you get. I haven't really had to use Binoche yet either, that's good. But we use it up in this here straight. Yeah, well, just go down there a wee bit. Let's check the wide body kits too for this car. Let's see what it looks like. But they don't have the kind of wide body kits you would see in like the current Need for Speed stuff. But it's supposed to be back from this result, but they've been put that properly. Like, this is more than what, 12 years old, I think. 11 maybe. So that kind of makes sense why that kind of styling and all too. This, and I suppose it's kind of, a lot of styling this is kind of a bit more, well, the racer styling back from 06. And that kind of thing. Racer nowadays is completely different compared to that like 10 years ago. Don't know why I'm using my NOS there because it wasn't needed. I don't think I've damaged my car at all this time round either. That's good. He says that, but let's see how long that'll last. It's a pity you can't like earn back your 3 tanks in NOS. That'd be good. Feels a lot easier to control this car now, in all fairness, once we upgraded it a little bit, which is good. Now I don't know what I should get now next, the Spirit Drift car or a better grip car. Like the majority of the race days all seem to be grip based and I think drag based, so we don't need to. I think like the RX-7 is probably going to be like one of our best options bar drifting in this. Maybe like the Sylvia S15 or something, but I don't know. Now another thing I don't really know is if we should go back and redo all the race days once we're kind of more close to the end of the whole series, once we're kind of close to the end of the career, or should we just do them as we're going along? Leave a comment, below if you're still even watching this. Let me know what you think. I really don't know if we should just like not bother doing them at all as well. Like, so I kind of think we should go back kind of near the end, or we could do them now, but it just makes getting to the end a lot dragged out a little bit more. See, once we get more close to the end, then we can go back and then finish the end or whatever, or just get to the end, then I can just go back and do them. Whatever, $8 for that race, that wasn't too bad, not so bad. That's good money. Yeah, I'd say we'll easily make $100 once we dominate this completely. Okay, how many more grippy type ones do we have? 1, 4. Yeah, we shouldn't really struggle that much to dominate this. I might actually end this episode after this race and then continue it on, even though I might like doing that, but the video is going to be a bit too long. Is that seal as well in front of us? I had one of them before. They're quite good enough too, Plus they're free, so they're a good little grippy car as well. I don't know if it's a good idea buying an all-wheel drive car as a grip car. Probably is. Then you don't get to do burns at start, and I like doing the burns at start. This race should be as well to be a quarter mile. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Luckily we didn't fucking total the car though. Oh, I remember this race. I used to always crash at the end of this. Good job this isn't like one of them sector shootouts, because I would be fucked. Jeebus. What the hell was that? Engine sounds like it's ready to blow up. Or was it the bonnet popping? I'll look back now once I get this straight. Yeah, the bonnet popped up. Just barely even a bonnet left. I don't think spraying NOS is a good idea right now. Seeing it around it seems like it's about to blow up to bits. We're definitely gonna have to repair a car for the next race, that's all I'm gonna say. Now luckily we have a load of repair markers. I know you can pay like to repair your car, but I think like the more damage you do, like the more expensive it gets. I think you're gonna pretty much actually end up paying the amount of money that you would have actually put into the car and buying the car itself. Well, even though this car was free, but I think you still have to pay like the whole value as well, even if it was free for you. Sure. Oh well. So good. It's not bad, near enough 9 grand a race. That's good money. See, we're already on 72 grand and we still have the 50 grand to get from dominating plus the rest of the race, so let's repair this thing. Repair using the marker. Mark 7 will be fine. Hope. Oh, we still like 3 more races, so this will be good. Just to split up, we'll do sector shootout, then we'll do time attack. If we still need to do a third one, we'll do the second sector shootout. If this one wasn't pure straight, it'd be a lot easier to get all the sectors, but I suppose that would be too easy then, wouldn't it? $194, is that it? I think doing that straight there is kind of where I need to keep my NOS for most of it. I think it's probably the best spot. Because that's a straight that's just coming up towards the end of the sector as well, just probably safer to keep it for that. Maybe the straight, yeah, it is. Or no, it's the next straight, actually, never mind. Cards went sideways there a little bit. That's perfectly fine with me. As long as I don't crash and as long as I don't lose too much time. We didn't break this sector point, let's put this sector on it. Might actually keep using the NOS again to try and break the sector where the finish line just is. This has got a bit of a straight there, hopefully it'll help us a little bit. Which is actually not here, the next left, after the next left turn I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh wait, wrong sector, shit. Oh well. Guess I've gone that sector a little bit more now. That's a chance for breaking that one. Oh wait, I broke this one as well, nice one. Okay, I'm actually going to end this episode after this race because we're already on like 2 minutes now apparently. And I think it's just a bit too long. I really need to try and keep these about half an hour long or so, but I wanted to finish this whole thing, this whole race day in the same episode. I mean, it could do, but I don't want a really long episode either. 2 reasons: it takes longer to render, it takes longer to upload as well. Plus it's just like, no one really wants to watch like a 45 minutes, possibly even an hour long video. So we'll end here in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here, like I said, because it's too long. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.